The NBA season is officially over. We are now transitioning into the off season. We have the NBA draft coming up in just over a week, and then it's summer league, and then a full off season of speculation and rumors and terrible predictions and mock trades of what could be happening in the future. But instead of being sad that the season is over, we should be thankful that we got, honestly, in my opinion, a truly and highly entertaining season from both on the court as well as off the court. And a few days ago, while the NBA Finals were still going, there was a wonderful Twitter thread that basically was saying that this is one of the goofiest and funniest seasons ever in the history of the NBA. And that kind of got me thinking back on some of the moments this season, and people are kind of right about that. I think this was a very funny season in the NBA. So I thought, why not hop in our DeLoreans, get it up to 88 miles an hour, and let's go back in time to the beginning of the season, the end of last off season, and just see kind of how corny and funny this season actually was. Okay, so this is the actual Twitter thread right here. I mean, there's just some great gold mines of stuff in here, but we're going to find some of the best moments in this thread and throughout the season and just kind of reminisce and discuss on it all. Of course, we have to start out with, at the very beginning of the season, we had dreaded Jimmy Butler. And as this Twitter user rightfully points out, ESPN got so tired of using it, they switched it to his NBA 2K face. And the dreads, it was a very funny look, and I'm pretty sure he abandoned them like fairly quickly into the season, right? It could not have been very long. Now, what's really funny about this is that this is not the first time that this has happened to Patrick Beverley. He got traded, I think it was from the Clippers to the Grizzlies, and he tweeted out grit and grind, let's get it, something along those lines, and then not even 24 hours later, maybe even just a few hours later, he was on his way to Minnesota. Pat Bev needs to make sure he doesn't tweet until he knows for a fact that he is going to be playing somewhere. And this just also reminds me of the video of at the very beginning in the off season of when he's going to LA, him talking about how Bron and AD weren't in the playoffs last year, so they are the ones that get to play with him, not him getting to play with Bron and AD.
We'll be playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
They will be playing with me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I made the playoffs last year. They didn't. That's the difference.
You guys started talking.
And of course, how could we forget, before we've even made it into the NBA season full of, oh, well, the video is not wanting to load. That's stupid. But how could we forget about the infamous punch from Draymond Green to Jordan Poole, which set off a slew of events that ultimately cultivated in, on opening night, Draymond Green releasing a documentary talking about the punch. I finally did it. I found the Draymond documentary. Hilarious. I cannot believe the man dropped a documentary about punching his teammate in the face. And of course, it didn't stop there. Jordan Poole took a shot so bad in their Christmas Day game against the Grizzlies that Steph Curry threw his mouthpiece and ends up getting ejected. Man, Jordan Poole, bro. In fact, there is also everyone has been sharing the video. It's of him losing the basketball, like trying to grab it as it's going out of bounds, and him just not grabbing it as the biggest CTE moment of the season too. So Jordan Poole was just goofy all season long. Man won a championship, got that contract, and then just started acting crazy. I forgot about this one too. So Poole throws his arm sleeve on the ground, middle of the court, and then, okay, here we go. It's going to show the other angle, and then turns, and Jordan Poole, bro. Oh my gosh. And another video. Look at what DeJounte Murray did to that man. I remember this vividly, like, happening, and it was like, what is What is happening? What is going on? Why is DeJounte Murray, of all people, turning into like a villain of the NBA? Bro gets traded from San Antonio to Atlanta. And like, what is he doing? This is pickup basketball. No one is taking this seriously. That man, he's a 9-to-5 guy. You play in the NBA. Why are you treating him like that? And that's Banchero. He's a rookie. A little later in the season, but how could we forget LeBron's epic meltdown to not getting a foul call in the final seconds of a regular season game against Boston? You would have thought that they had just lost Game 7 of the NBA Finals because of this play. I mean, it's clearly a foul. He gets fouled by Tatum here. Yes. And then the craziest part about this whole thing, let's pause this real quick. Let's pause this. The craziest thing about this entire situation is the referees union sends out an apology tweet to LeBron that they missed the call. I had never seen, and the refs get calls wrong all the time, okay? It's been some terrible officiating this year, okay? But no one has ever gotten such an apology before, so groveling and so just like, oh, we just, like, you would have thought that they murdered one of LeBron's kids the way that they were apologizing. All right, this is one of the greatest moments right here. I forgot about this. So this is right after that foul. This is right after that foul with LeBron. And Pat Bev grabs a dude's camera and walks over to the ref and he shows it to him. That is one of the best moments in NBA history to me. This is hilarious. Yeah, the Lakers having a real life scene from The Office. I'm not going to play the audio or anything, but it's they're all talking about after a loss. And then Russ is like, just be happy, and LeBron has like a little look at the camera like Jim from The Office. It's that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Russ was not on the team much longer after this happened. And of course, we have this strange moment early in the season where Ja is just, the ball is completely still. The ball is completely still. The clock is running. It runs like 30 seconds off the clock. And it's crazy. Like, the amount of trolling is absolutely insane. We essentially have to watch it again. It's just, and then of course the other crazy things with Ja and the guns and the club and everything too, which don't even get me started on that. Okay, y'all. But I mean, this is it's just crazy. And then of course the whole Dylan Brooks thing too. That's insane as well. Speaking of Ja, I forgot about this. I had to readjust my camera so that we could see the whole quote. ESPN ran an entire segment on Ja Morant saying, if you put Michael Jordan in today's game, he's just another superstar. That is from Ballsack Sports. So many people in the past year in mainstream media have gotten sacked. Very iconic photo here in NBA history. It's going to be one of those that you see around for years and years on end. This is the shot where LeBron broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career points record, cementing LeBron as one of the greatest. A lot of people would argue the greatest to ever play the sport. And you have Thomas Bryant here calling for the ball. Listen, look, he's not wrong. He has Shea like underneath the basket. He has him boxed out really good here. This is excellent big positioning in the post by Thomas Bryant. It is textbook. So when I show kids this picture, I'm not going to show them the turnaround fadeaway that LeBron does hit, because only a few people can hit this shot. There's a lot of people that can hit this shot. This is technically the better shot. I'll give Thomas Bryant that. Now, I will say this. The beam was a cool idea, and it's a big meme, and it's funny, and it seemed to work out for the Kings. But what is this cultistic ritual that is occurring right now? Like, it's so odd to me. And also it's just kind of odd to me that they can somehow use the other mascots from other NBA teams into this. If other NBA teams agreed to this, we would need to have a serious consideration. Oh, this picture, bro. Here's a video of LeBron shadowboxing for a game. Why? All right, this person brings up another point. We need to talk about this 3-game run by Cam Thomas. 44 points, 43 points, 47 points, and then nothing. Crazy. I forgot about this. Yo, during the Kanye and Kim situation, and Kanye just drops that he caught this guy with Kim, and it's freaking Chris Paul. That was the wildest. That was one of the wildest days on Twitter, because you had the whole Hitler and Nazi stuff, and then this. That was one of the craziest days on Twitter I've ever been through. Shannon Sharp, going back to the Grizzlies, facing to fight the entire Grizzlies, and the whole sweater thing became a huge meme. Here we have the infamous Draymond kick on Sabonis, like stomp, and then just like a little ha type thing going on. I'm definitely not going to play the audio of DeMar's daughter screaming at every free throw, but pretty hilarious. So on this play right here, the 76ers only had 4 players on the court. I know he's very blurry right now because I have it paused, but this is James Harden. So he just decides to run onto the court and then proceeds to get smacked in the face from a pass from Bones Highland. And we will end it here with one of the biggest memes of the NBA, Dylan Brooks, and then of course the Grizzlies walkout videos, which a lot of people had started to do. I know the Kansas City Chiefs recreated it. You have Jake LaRavio, one of the whitest people on the team, doing the dance with them as well. Iconic. Fun season for Grizzlies fans. Ended in a terrible way. And there's some other strange stuff going on, but fun season nonetheless. Okay, well, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of videos, tweets, and memes from this season that people are sharing. This video would be way, way, way too long if I was to cover it all. So tell me down in the comments section your favorite, funniest moment from the season, a moment that stuck out to you guys. If there's a high enough demand for it, maybe there's a part 2, maybe not. I've got other stuff I've got to do, other video ideas that I got to get going. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a new video drops. This is Jackson Law from Vendetta Sports Media, signing off, and I will see you guys next time.